Hello, prep work tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 4, Genealogy of the Holy War with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we finished Chapter 3, although the episode length made me question my sanity. It is a new day for BlueAnkylo, so I am hopefully back up into 100%. And, yeah, I mean, it was fun. Story-wise, main things to remember is Deirdre's been kidnapped, Eldigan, the Lionheart, is dead, thanks to his inability to his inability to question his lord. And then at the very end of chapter 3, it turns out that Sigurd and his entire army, which includes all kinds of nobility and important people, have been accused of treason for the murder of the King of Granvale, who is, the Prince of Granvale, who was out with his dad. So basically Sigurd's father was fighting Isaac with a bunch of Granvale lords and stuff, and the prince, the heir to Granvale, and he was assassinated by some of the dirty Chancellor evil people that we learned about through enemy cutscenes and Claude's vision, or whatever we will call it. But, of course, the bad guys have blamed Sigurd for it, so he has fled, thanks to the Pegasus Knights of Silesia, out of the main continent. So we were in northern Augustria, which is northwest of Granvale, and we had to run away. So no finding Deirdre, and that's our life. So let's get going. Like most starts of a new chapter, for the beginning of chapter 4, I would expect to be spending a fair amount of time moving around inventory, getting stuff set up, planning for the chapter, and of course doing a fair amount of arenaing. And I think this will be the first time we specifically try to move the Paragon ring around a little bit. Not so much because I want to, maximize every little bit of experience we can get, but mostly because we've got characters with too much gold, and I kind of feel like I'm more annoyed by people overflowing their gold in the arena than I am by moving a ring around to get a couple more level ups. So, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get tired of it. We'll see. Anyway, let's go. The unthinkable has come to pass. Sigurd is now a traitor in the eyes of his beloved Granvale. In desperation, his army flees to find refuge in the northern kingdom of Celeste, which is not as north as the pirate island. Celeste was founded by the Wind Crusader Sed. It lies under the watchful guard of the valiant Pegasus Knights and Wind Mages, and so for over a century since its foundation, Celeste has maintained itself as a neutral nation, and resisted all invaders. However, ever since the death of its king several years ago, the royal family has been plagued with strife over its inheritance. And shades of war creep over this peaceful land. The late king and his wife, Queen Rana, had a single son, Prince Lewin. The king's greedy younger brother, Duke Dakar, objects to Lewin being heir to the throne, and has confined himself to Zaxxon Castle in protest. Nah, I don't like you, I'm just gonna stay in my castle over here. As if acting in concert, the king's youngest brother, Duke Mayo, Duke Sandwich, has set to work raising an army for himself at Thove Castle. Out of disgust at his uncles, Prince Lewin left Celeste to travel the world years ago. Is there no end to the Duke's avarice? Their lust for power will condemn Celeste, and then Granvale will annex them, as they do all adjacent countries. A beautiful and majestic land, to the searing ravages of a brutal war. I mean, we've got an army, so maybe we should just conquer Celestia while we're here. Right? I mean, we already conquered Verdane and Augustria. What's one more country under our conquest? Hope you like snow. Apparently we're also in Canada, in case you're wondering. We're further south. We're south of the Pirate Isle, technically. Less north. But there's snow here. Great. Sire, Queen Rana is here to see you. Queen Rana? Good evening, Lord Sigurd. Are you comfortably settled in Selene yet? Is there anything that you need? Well, as much as I appreciate the offer, we're fine. I can't thank you enough for your hospitality, Your Highness. I know Selene is perhaps too small to house all of you adequately, and I'm sorry, but please bear with me a little while longer. I'm doing all I can to hasten your liberty. I've sent letter after letter to Valhalla to advocate for your innocence. She barely knows us, but she's like diplomat. Like, this is how you know Sigurd's a terrible diplomat. He did nothing in his half a year in Agastria. And then some girl he's never met is now doing the diplomacy for him while he's a enemy in a foreign land. As of yet, however, I've still heard nothing at all from King Asmer. Yeah, they're just throwing your letters in the junk mail. This has to be Ruptur's doing. First he betrays my father, and now he's stopping all of your letters. How can he? Calm yourself, Lord Sigurd. I know well the pain you're feeling, but you cannot let your grudges rule you. Has she ever had her kingdom turned against her by an evil chancellor and kidnapped her husband and so on and so forth? Like, I don't think she knows what we feel. Deirdre is missing. And also his dad is apparently injured and dying, according to Claude, right? Your anger will not save your father. Hatred will only just... Look, Yoda, listen. I swear to you, I can find a way to set this to rights. But look, we've got an army, we know what to do. Invade Granvale. I'm pretty sure that's the answer here. You're right, I'm sorry, Your Highness. I really appreciate all you've done for me. It's alright, Sigurd. But before I forget, there actually has been some good news. Good news? A previously unknown daughter of Prince Kurth has been discovered. All of Granvale is rejoicing the news. Previously unknown daughter of Prince Kurth. Prince Kurth was the one that was murdered while off with Sigurd's dad, I believe, by the evil bad guys. And that's what Sigurd is blamed for, is killing him. And I believe Prince Kurth is the one that they talked about. He hasn't remarried because his first love disappeared and he just never got over her. And she may have wandered off to a certain forest and had a child there. Maybe. Anyway, all of Granvale is rejoicing. Huh? It took King Asmer only a glance to recognize her true heritage. She bears the brand of Nega. We've seen one of those before. The proof of a true heir to House Valhalla. There is no doubt she is Kurth's child. See, I think if after we finish Verdane and Sigurd married Deirdre and also had the Prince of Isaac, if he had just gone home with his army, yes, and like been like, okay, so I married the heir of Naga, like, wouldn't this have just like pretty much resolved the entire story? But he had to go conquer Agastria. It's all good. It's all good. We wouldn't have a game if that happened. I see. Thank goodness. At the very least, this means the royal lineage won't go... I mean, sorry, spoilers. You're not supposed to know that technically it's Deirdre, but, like, I think you guys following along can put two and two together here, that she was kidnapped for her blood, and the evil guys in Granvale had a plan. And that's not all. The princess and Duke Arvis are in a relationship. Uh-huh. King Asmer has given his blessing, and a magnificent wedding will soon be beheaded. That's probably what's going to happen. Arvis, really? Oh man, Sigurd, you're in for a rough day one of these days, buddy. All who've seen the happy couple eagerly attest that this beautiful princess and Duke Arvis are perfectly matched together. Almost like divine. To say nothing of how happy the couple is said to be. Young love is wonderful, isn't it? Oh, Lord Sigurd, I'm so sorry. I forgot your wife, who's totally someone different, is still... Oh, Deirdre. Okay, so it's been over a year. So we've been here for a year. Okay, I'm not... My timeline's a little bit off. No wonder it's snowy. So we had 6 months in Agastria, then we fled to Celestia, and we had a year. Alright, alright. She's missed an entire year of watching Salif grow up. I'm so sorry, Lord Sigurd, but cheer up. I know you'll reunite someday. We should talk to Claude. He's the one that seems to know everything. You're right, I feel it too. I can't give up into sorrow just yet. Isn't, like, Claude a high priest of Granvale? Isn't he, like a relatively powerful position? Shouldn't he be able to, like, figure this out? With his, like, divine oracle powers or something? Pardon me, milady, but the hour is late. We should be on our way. Of course. I'll be with you in a moment. Lord Sigurd, one last thing. Beware of Duke Mayonnaise of Thove. I regret to say that my brother-in-law has hungered to claim Selene for himself for the last more than 1 year, and it's amazing he hasn't attacked us since then. It's only a matter of time till he goes so far as to attack you. You specifically. He hates you. He knows you came to Celestia to conquer it, so he's going to try to stop you. I wish I could provide you with reinforcements, but I know, capital's under the very same threat from Duke Dakar. Dakar of Zaxxon. Now we're into sci-fi medieval. You cannot afford to weaken your guard. Dakar will pounce once you give him even a hint of weakness. Don't worry about it, Your Highness. There's nothing the Thove army can throw at us that we can't handle. I hear you have a lot of Pegasus Knights, and I have like 3 archers, so we'll be fine. Ah, of course. I should be more confident in such veteran heroes as yourselves. Oh, I've been talking for so long, we'd spend like 10 minutes talking to her, that's true. Take care, Sigurd. Yes, you too, Your Highness, thanks. Mother, aren't you forgetting someone? You've just chatted for hours and hours with Sigurd, and you can't even acknowledge your own son who's also been here a year. My son? The one who abandoned me 2 years ago, going God knows where? How do I talk to someone who's not even here? So this is how it's going to be, is it? You're still mad at me then? No, not you. I don't know who you are. I'm mad at my son, who's not here. Of course I am. Do you have any idea how hard it was without you? And how worried I've been after you? She let it go. That my son would be so cold-hearted. I thought I knew you better than this. I thought I raised you proper. What would your father think? Look, I know you're upset, but I had my reasons for all this. Coverting, coalescing, whatever. Hitting it up with all the young ladies in Augustria as a bard. Much more exciting than being a prince of Celestia. I had my reasons. But come on, I'm home, safe. Surely that counts for something, and you can forgive me. Spoony bard. I swear I'll make up for it, and be the very picture of a good son. Hey, how about I give you a shoulder massage? So spoony. Oh, what nerve! Treating me like I'm some old crone. Look, Lewin. There are more pressing matters that we need to talk about, and soon. Come to Celeste as soon as possible. Do not forget. Do I make myself clear, mister? I thought she'd never stop. I'm still listening! Go to your room. Don't be fooled by your mother's outward behavior. I have the same voice as her when she's not mad. She's actually very happy now that you've returned. Indeed. She hasn't been anything as cheerful as this since you left. Thanks, Manya. Knowing you're at her side is a big relief. Look after her, okay? And me later. Yes, sir! Rest assured I will protect the queen with my life, on my honor as captain of the Celestian Pegasus Knights. Thanks. One more thing. Are you gonna leave Aaron here with Sigurd? I am. My lord, I'd like to keep my sister at your side because... Manya! Oh, eavesdropping, were you? You were about to tell him too much, so... my apologies, Aaron. There are things he shouldn't know just yet. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more. Know what I mean. Know what I mean. Aaron, I'll be leaving you with Queen Rana and returning to Celeste Castle shortly. You'll stay here and keep an eye on Prince Lewin. Just one eye. Thank you, Bada. Alright. Like I said, they're shipped. Whether he likes it or not. Sigurd, we'll now be taking our leave. It's high time to return to Leonster. Rest assured, we will be back, this time leading the full military might of Leonster to your aid. May that day come soon, my friend. I'm going with Quan, Sigurd. Don't worry, though. We'll be back before you know it. Take care of yourself. Also, don't they have a child? Like, I'm pretty sure Quan and... whatever her name is. The girl here with the pink hair. I'm pretty sure they had a child before they joined Sigurd's army that they left behind. And they've been gone for like a year and a half. Like, why didn't they go home earlier? I'm sure this is just because you get one cutscene to catch up on everything. I think the idea is these two would have gone back home pretty quick because they literally have a castle and a child to look after. But it's fine, right? It's fine. By your leave, sir, I'll be departing with my lord. Thank you for all you've done for us. Don't give up, sir. One day, I know the charges against you will be cleared and your good name restored. I know you can do this. Thanks, Finn. Just drop all your weapons off in the bucket before you leave, please. I mean, have a good journey back to Leonster. I wish I could do more to help you on your way. May your journey be a safe one. And the three of them walk off on their fat white horses. Trot off. Uh-oh, and as soon as they leave... Dethorba, is the army ready to deploy yet? Yes, yes, sir. Bishop Kuvali's wing mage unit has infiltrated the forest near Selene. They await your command, sir. She's got some crazy hair. That's some Dragon Ball hair there. Very well. Relay my orders to Kuvali. Move in on Selene. Dethorba, I trust your Pegasus Corps are ready and briefed. Yes, sir. Our task is clear. My squadron is to raid the enemy from above, as we always do, because we fly, disrupting their tactics. Good, now get to work. I sure hope they don't have any archers. Grandvale will owe us a handsome reward for bringing them the heads of the infamous traitors. Alright. That's a good flying formation there. I like that. Sigurd, okay, we're just at battle instantly. Like, someone sent us a memo that, hey, you're going to get attacked, so probably deploy all your guys and train them in the arena. Okay, so before we do all of our in-castle management, let's have a little look at the map. This one's not as large as Chapter 2, I don't feel. But the terrain might be a little worse with all the mountains and stuff. So, we start... What do we start over here? Selene Castle. There's our big army. 3 less, but that's okay. So we've got kind of a corner sort of to ourselves. We've got a couple villages, and of course there's Axe Guy pirates going to raid, of course. And they're 1 turn away from the villages. How do you let your lands get into this state of disrepair? Someone should really post a watchtower on these villages, and then, like, you know, you can see a little ways away, like, oh no, pirates are coming! Someone help us! And they're like, yeah. And then while they're in the water, just kill them. Hey, there's lots of villages. So this is target number 1, Thove Castle. They've got mages and another baron with tornado. Ooh, that's the A rank wind magic. Pretty good spell, I think. A baron with magic. I guess he gets A in everything, which is weird, but usually I don't think of barons, the promoted sort of general armor knight kind of things, as like mages, but you know, whatever. This isn't Dungeons and Dragons. You can use magic with full plate mail, a giant shield, and a spear in your hand. Let's see. Dethorba. Okay, so they've all got slim weapons, so relatively low damage but high speed. 12 strength Pegasus Knights, and a Falcon Knight with a Miracle Band. That's an interesting thing. Theoretically... Oh, she doesn't drop it. Never mind. I was thinking if we could get a Miracle Band, that's a guaranteed way to beat the arena with certain people. I haven't really used the Miracle skill in any situation other than the arena so far, but theoretically it works on, you know, normal battling as well. Commander here with a Blizzard. This is a new spell. Oh, ranged 3 to 10. I see. Okay. I was thinking Blizzard in Fire Emblem 3 Houses is just a normal, it's like fire or wind. It's Blizzard. It's just another like range 2 basic spell. But this one's a long range 1. Okay. So we're going to have to be careful about this guy. Don't forget. Future Ankylo, don't forget. And is there another one? No, just Elwind. Lots of mages here. I mean, they did say wind magic and Pegasus Knights, so alright. Wait a second. 3 people with long-range magic? I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. At range 10, so they're going to do... Oh, well, 27 magic damage. Relatively low accuracy, but not bad. 82 hit rate at 27 magic? Ooh, that's pretty tough. Plus, they're kind of guarded by forests, so I can't just charge in and... Yeah, that's scary. I don't know exactly what my plan will be for that yet. And then, there's a lot of mountains in here, with one guy just trapped in here, all by himself. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, they can only... You're right. They have a minimum of 3, so... Right. Blizzard has a minimum of 3. Elwyn does not. So this guy... But they can move, right? It's not like they're ballista. Like... So this guy, theoretically, like with a Pegasus, we could fly into his range and kill him fairly safely. But these guys are going to be a little bit harder to deal with. Now, there are a couple more castles. We got some Wind Mage sort of guarding a bridge here, but I guess we're not supposed to go this way yet. Also, it's all mountains anyway. So my land units couldn't cross this anyway, I don't think. But, yeah, this is the other brother, right? Zaxxon. So there's a lot of walking around, I guess. Not a huge map, but a big mountain range in the middle. What would this bridge do? Like, is anyone able to walk through the mountains? I'm pretty sure most of my units get stuck by mountains. Alright, well, we'll deal with deployment and stuff probably not today. So, before we go too far here, let me look at the unit list. So, basically, oh yeah, there's some talking to do. So, I believe this one's going to be very important. Aideen and Midir is, I think, because they're in love, if I remember correctly how this works, yeah. So, Aideen wants to talk to her lover. Depending on who is in love with Aideen, you might get something different here. But, that's nice, so we'll want to pick that up pretty quick. Talta and Azul is good because I am trying to get them to support each other. So I think they get some love points out of the conversation, so that's not a bad idea. And Claude and Sigurd, I don't know if they do anything, but they'll have a little chat. So that's good. So anyway, what I was thinking about is like, okay, who's got too much money? They should probably buy the Paragon Band, do the arena, and then sell the Paragon Band. Because like, anyone with like 40,000 or higher is definitely going to waste money essentially in the arena. If we send these guys in, they will, if they survive even a few rounds, they will waste cash. I'm not gonna worry about that for like the lower cash people because it just, you know, it's fine. But I think anybody up here, I should probably send a round of Paragon XP. Now, it is a fair bit of micro, but we can do it. It'll probably get some level ups that are nice and all that. To combo with that, we'll have to move some weapons around just to... Like, I feel like if you're going to try to do the arena in one shot with the Paragon Ring, you should make sure you have a weapon available to clear it. So, brave swords, brave bows, brave axes, you know the thing. And we might be getting a brave bow. If you remember, we've gotten a brave sword, a brave lance, a brave axe, one per chapter. And there's only one more weapon type, so maybe we'll get a brave bow this chapter. Other than that... There's definitely some more planning to do as far as weapons are concerned. Let's have a look at what the shop has new. Well, the wind, this is good for the mages. So anybody that needs to go, like, I definitely want to buy this for someone. Maybe Tichu can't use it, but this would be pretty solid for Azul because he's got pursuit, but he's always slowed down by his magic. So that's nice, even though it doesn't do more damage, but it's pretty light. We've got full heal at B rank staves, which is pretty nice as well. And another return band. So we've got 2 of these now if we want. And, you know, no one cares about the axe. So wind, recover, return. That's okay. Not a lot to worry about. And I've got a lot of stuff sitting around here to move around. I'm definitely going to give the bolt sword to someone, although I haven't 100% decided. I'm pretty sure the brave lance is going to go to Aaron. And... Aaron, so probably last then. We want to save Aaron for the end. Well, it doesn't cast that much. I was just thinking, like, if she's going to leave the castle with it, I don't want to buy it with her, do the arena, and then sell it to someone else. I mean, it's not a big deal. So the bolt sword is kind of the big question here right now. Let me just think. Always let me think. That's what we do live on camera. So, people who can use C rank swords and need a range. So Dew's got the wind sword, so he's got kind of a range 2 attack. He's okay. Beowulf maybe should get... I've been giving him the brave sword, but I could give him a range 2, because normally swords don't have range 2, so that's probably a pretty good choice for him, is a magic sword of some sort. Now, if I understand correctly how this game works, When he promotes, which isn't too far away, he should get A rank of swords, which would mean he might not need the Brave Sword. Like, the Brave Sword's really good, but lots of people can use it at B rank. So maybe I will give him an A rank sword, which could be a blade type or a silver sword. If we only have one silver sword, I think, but still, he could have it. No, we have 2 silver swords. Holin, I think, has it, wherever he is. Yeah, so technically I could move this over if I wanted. I kind of think a mounted unit with a silver sword is a bit better than a Myrmidon with a silver sword, but we'll see what their stats look like. I'm not going to make final decisions just yet until we're done the arena, and hopefully, like, Holin gets promoted or something right now. Like, we're going to do a lot of playing around in the town this start of chapter, I'm sure. That leaves, like, so then Ira is going to probably sell her leg ring. I'm probably going to give it to Sylvia. That should help her keep up a little bit better and just be more useful, be able to dance more people. I think that's, like, I think the leg ring is the best case use on the dancer. Like, it's good on anyone, no matter who you give it to is strong. I often like to give plus movement to my flyers, because that's often very, very good on flyers. All my cav and flyers do have Canto, which is another very good combination, but I personally feel like the dancing and movement is more important, because that way I can keep Sylvia up with the push, basically. So Ira doesn't need all this stuff. She's got a silver blade. That's pretty good for her. I don't really imagine changing that. But I might buy her or Holwyn, like, one of the bolt swords, essentially. One of the magic swords. Someone else has a magic sword. We could move the earth sword around, I suppose. It only gets 10 uses. But, like, Raquasis doesn't really need it. So that's an option for a range 2. Like, she can just give, I could just give her, like, a magic tome, or a bow, or a hand axe, or anything, basically. She would actually probably be a pretty good bow user now that I think about it. 26 strength. She could use the bow, canto away. Like, she'd be a mounted archer. She also has, like, she can do anything, so it doesn't really matter. She doesn't need specialized weapons. I can give her, like, an iron bow and she'd be pretty good. Whereas, like, Holin and Ira don't really have a lot of choices. Erin probably should sell the thief sword because we've got max gold on her. I'm pretty happy she's got the power ring. She can keep the slim sword and the slim lance, but I'll probably give her the brave lance as well. And that'll give her a pretty good rounding of attacks. She won't have a range 2 attack, but it should be okay. Arden doesn't really count. And then the only people we're missing at this point is, like, well, Bridget, she's got her super bow. Well, there's a lot of stuff to worry about. Let's just get going, basically. There's a lot of stuff to do. So let's start with Sigurd, because why not? I generally do the arena first with him. I also need to, like, learn how difficult the arena is. So, because he's over cash, we're going to buy this Paragon Band. Now, he could buy the Brave Lance, right? He can use B rank in... So he can buy the Brave Sword or the Brave Lance if he needs to. I'm not sure if he'll still be strong enough to clear the arena without it, but we'll give it a shot. Am I going to worry about reloading if we fail in the arena? I don't know. I feel a little bit bad about all the reloading save state stuff when I lose, but... I'm sure he'll be fine for, like, the first 4 ranks or so, right? So, buckle in for some arena fighting, guys. But yeah, if necessary, we can definitely move over the Brave Lance over to him. Or just the Brave Sword, whatever. But, like, Sigurd, he always has Pursuit, pretty good stats. I suppose it evens out a little bit as other people start promoting. He was really good for most of the game so far, specifically because he had pre-promote stat bonuses. Strength and defense, you say? Very nice, very nice. I gotta keep track of these guys. So, Forest Knight. We don't even have a Forest Knight. Oh, he gets doubled by this one. Was that... How did he get doubled? That was not a... Must have been like Adept or something. Because, yeah, Sigurd still had the speed advantage. He went first, he got his Pursuit. Was not a brave weapon, I don't... Unless I just didn't notice. Should not have been a brave weapon. Interesting. Alright, here we go. Pegasus Knight with a Brave Lance. This might be tough without our own Brave Lance. Do I want to gamble it? Let's try it. We should still be faster because the Brave Lance is kind of heavy, yeah. Oh yeah, this is nothing to worry about. She's only got a 56 hit rate, doesn't really do very much damage. Pegasus Knights, not really known for strength. Strength, HP, defense. It's the same as the last level up. Aw, his sword broke. Nice fighting, mate. Well, at least you can repair your sword. And I have left this one pretty much always on Sigurd, to be fair. How many kills does it have? I don't know if he's actually killed very much with it. He should have some kills on it. I don't know if we're ever gonna get any weapons to 50 kills. I think that takes like some very specific, like focusing kind of thing. All right, what do we got next? Level 5 Mage Knight with L Thunder and a Shield Ring. Okay, craft. So he's gonna do 20 damage. I think we still win this. We'll get Pursuit for double hits. Oh yeah, it's not even close. Sigurd, man, still good. Alright, we're almost there. Oh, Brave Axe, Warrior, no problem. I wouldn't want the Brave Lance here anyway. 6% hit rate. Ha! We don't even need a brave weapon to double, you fool. Yeah, alright. Nothing to worry about. Thanks to the Paragon Ring, we're getting a level up pretty much every turn now. That's the kind of level up I love. Look at all those stats. Still strength. That's 3 level ups in a row with strength defense. And this time we actually got skill and speed as well. Or luck and whatever. 2 of them. 2 more. Alright, what's about rank 7? Atlas. Baron can... So it's kind of like the boss. He's going to have Pavice and also magic. I'll just go with it with Silver Sword. I think we can just run through. Ah, but the Pavice. Actually, this might be pretty hard to win. So we do 18 damage. We need 4 hits, I think? No, we need 5 hits. He does 21 damage. We can take 2 hits. I think we needed a dodge, but he only has 39% to hit. So getting 1 dodge out of 3 was reasonably lucky. But we also need to not miss anymore. If he hits us here. Which we dodge. Okay, we should definitely win now, I think. Unless we just get totally RNG screwed by the Pavice. Alright, Sigurd's pretty good. Atlas, it looks like... He's kind of reliant on his skill to block damage. He's very, very, very tanky, but not very accurate. Well, finally, Sigurd gets a bad level up. I guess it's fair. Quite the fighter, are ya? Good job. Alright. So after all that, basically, now you just give up the paragon. Like, so basically, remember, we started with 50,000, and then I repaired the Silver Sword and bought the Paragon Band. And now he's got all that money back because he wins the arena. So in the end, we don't even really lose any money. It's kind of interesting. So, anyway, we're going to do that for as many people as we can, I think. Because clearly you get a lot of level ups out of it, and I mean, I like level ups. I'm a fan. Alright, so next up for money, probably Ira then. Also, I want to sell her leg ring, so she needs to lose some money or else she overflows, right? So Ira tends to be really good in the arena anyway, so this should be easy enough. Also, she doesn't need the silver and the steel blade. I should probably get rid of one of those. Alright. I'm not sure if we're going to give her the bolt sword. That might be a nice, you know, prize for not having the, for losing out on her, leg ring. Because the leg ring's pretty cool. I'm just going to sell it now so I don't forget. And honestly, I might end up selling the renewal band. I'm not sure who I want to give this to. She can hold on to it for now, because it's pretty expensive. Like, this is a 40k purchase, which is marginally useful, let's say. Now, I assume Silver Blade is going to hit hard enough, and she's accurate enough that she's just going to crush this. Plus, she can Astra, and you know how it is. She didn't quite one-shot him. She's still pretty frail herself, but... like, I think she can always win, like, with such a strong weapon. And the fact that she's fast, I think she'll always have a chance to go first. Or, I think she will always go first. And if she gets Astra on her first attack, I think she just wins. Now, I could switch over to Brave Sword, and that's even more overpowered, but... I mean, I kind of like trying to win with their default weapon. Once we've cleared the arena a couple times, I'll do a little bit more fast-forwarding through it, but... still our first... we're still at the early days here. Ooh, we missed a 78. So this Forest Knight, he's got to have Adept. He's got to have Adept. He shouldn't be doubling us, so... we actually, I think, we're a little bit on the lucky side there with the double dodge, but... it's fine. So, one thing is, in case you're wondering, if you've noticed on the side panels, I have been upgrading people when they do their promotion. Oh, this is bad. Wow. Alright, so one thing that I'm trying to do here is when, if we could get everyone promoted here. Yeah, she's got it. We got 2 really good dodges and then Astra. If I could get everybody promoted in this episode, or at the beginning of this chapter, then I can sort of bulk update all the side images for the new strength and defense. That's good, though. We could sort of upgrade all the people to their promoted stats. Alright, speaking of promotions, though. Ira. Masterfully done! How would you like to be a sword master? I'm not sure if this gives her much. I mean, I don't know if she gets any movement ups or weapon skills up, but... she is going to turn to the right, and that's different. She got some new clothes. 5 skill, 5 strength, 5 speed. Okay, she's amazing. She capped her skill. She's nearly capped on speed and strength. Whew. Whew. Look at them stats. That's nuts. That is so nuts. You know, if you had a critical weapon... now, there's like no killer weapons other than bows. But if you had a killer bow type thing, she'd have 35% base crit. Actually, if you put her beside Dew, you get 20% crit chance. And I'm not sure if your skill factors in, though. I think you need the critical skill for your actual skill percent to be added. She must have got a new one. She didn't have Adept before. Right? Now she's got Pursuit and Adept. This is even more. Okay, so the only thing Swordmaster gets that I can see is a whole bunch of stats and Adept. But the stats are just so overwhelming. Alright. I have a feeling she's not going to need the Brave Sword. Yeah, so as far as like the chapter's concerned, she's definitely not the kind of person I want to put the Brave Sword on, because she's just so overkill damage on her own. She might as well just use a blade, either the steel or the silver blade, and she'll just crush everything. If only she had a horse. You could give her the leg ring. She's got the leg ring, or she had it, but... that's really the only downside for Ira that I can see, is she's kind of slow on the map. Her stats are just obscene. Maybe I got a bit RNG blessed, but I'm not complaining. That guy hit her on 8%. How rude. Alright, one more level up. Assuming we win. I can't believe that the mage guy could one-shot her, so she'll have like 3 chances at least to proc a skill. She's doing more damage than Sigurd per hit. And he only has 44% to hit her anyway, and there it is. One block. was not enough. Alright. I've had some comments that, like, Ira's kind of shaky in this game. I don't know. She looks pretty awesome to me. Never mind. She's shaky. 100% shaky. Why does this happen every time? Alright, so, she's got too much money, again. If I sell the Paragon band, she goes overboard. So what we'll have her do is repair, and repair, and at least now she doesn't overflow. So we're definitely not selling the renewal band right now, because it would be worth... I mean, if someone else needs it, we can give it to them. Give it to them, haha. But for now, there's no point. She can't really hold any more gold anyway, so... Alright, you know what, Ira? That was pretty impressive, I gotta say. Swordmasters, I like. So does that mean we should do Holland next? He's not quite as good as her, but... if he gets the same kind of Swordmaster promotion, he will be also very, very strong. Does he have enough money, though? I just looked at it. No. Well, no Paragon band. I think he'll still hit level 20. We could hold... I'm not going to... You know, I know if you're really doing like a ranked run, you want to do Paragon, blah, 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 grind all the time. But we're not going to bother. We're just going to send him into the arena and see how he does. I suppose, you know, if he wins a couple fights, we could buy the Paragon band halfway through, I guess. I don't know. Is that worth it? So his skill is only Luna, which is nice, but probably not as good as Astra. At least generally. It might be better on, like, the Armor Knight at the end. Nah, Astra still... There's no way the Armor Knight, the Baron guy, blocks 5 Astras in a row. The odds of that are nothing. A Luna is cool, and it does a lot of damage, but 5 swings is still better than 1 0 defense swing. You could pair up Holin and, what's her name? You could match up Holin and Ira, because they're both sword people, and their children would have both Luna and Astra. But if I understand correctly, the skill cannot activate at the same time. So you'd still have, that was necessary to get that win. But he had another swing, so it didn't matter too much. He would have had a double attack. What I'm trying to say is, I think in, like, Awakening and Fates, you can have skills stack at the same time. I'm pretty sure I remember that happening. I think Luna and Sol can both trigger at the same time if you have them both. Although the odds are pretty slim. But, oh, Holin, you could have won that, but you didn't dodge. You didn't learn how to dodge. Where's Piccolo? Dodge! So what I'm trying to say is, inheriting both Sol and Luna... Or, yeah, sorry, not Sol. Luna and Astra on the same character are... It's cool, and you have 2 chances of getting a skill to activate, but it's not like, I wonder if he can win this now, actually. He might be SOL. So he would need... Because he doesn't have Astra to win. Like, Ira could win this via skill. His skill hits for 30 damage. Then he has to dodge 2 at 77%. Say 80% is 1 in 5. That's 1 in 25 for him to get a second round. If he gets the second round, he should win. Shouldn't he? But what are the odds? Like, the odds are not very good there. No, 2 1 in 5s is 1 in 25. Plus, then he can't miss on all 3 attacks. Actually, how much is... 3 attacks is... 19 damage... Yeah, he actually does kill in 3 hits, as long as he doesn't miss. What was his accuracy? 74. Oh, that's pretty bad. So he needs 3 3/4 in a row, which is something like 50-50. And then he needs to dodge 2 at 1 in 5. So it's like 1 in 25, and then probably another 50% of that, give or take. So it's probably like 1 in 50 odds here. It's certainly possible, but... And I'm not even sure if my math is 100% correct here, but... What we should do... I didn't give him the Paragon ring anyway. What I should do is... We'll try again with the Brave Sword later. For now, he can rest up. And someone will have to heal him. So, alright. Holin didn't make it to level 20 like I was hoping. Oh, well. Alright, who else is next? let's do someone else that's likely to win. Like Holland, I think that's the first time he's failed. He's the first time he's failed a an arena actually. So Jamkas should have a good chance. Although I want to wait on the archers a little bit. Lex, we probably could clear it with Lex. I mean, he doesn't even need the Paragon band. So what do we do with Lex's money? That's the question. I guess he doesn't really have anything to spend money on. Like, we could transfer something over. I was talking about moving over, like, a renewal band or something, but I think Lex is just going to overflow, and there's not really anything I can do about it, because what do we do with Lex, right? Yeah, he's got no easy gold sink. I mean, he'll probably just hit level 30 in no time anyway, but yeah, all of his weapons are at, like, full power, practically. Alright. So that means, like, with him, it doesn't matter what weapon you use, really, because repairing it is nothing. We're just going to speed through his a bit. I think he'll clear it fairly safely, but, you know, we never know. He's got so much defense, right? Like, the mages will hit him, but the melee units can't do any damage at all. At some point, we'll probably have to transfer over his defense ring, because he really doesn't need it anymore against most enemies. But, like, magic still works a little bit. But Brave Axe still pretty good. But, like, who's going to win this fight? The enemy can do 6 damage per hit. We can do 22. I mean, almost impossible for a melee unit to kill him. A physical unit. A little bit of luck. This would be the only fight that he might have a trouble with, because he'll... But even still, he should be faster. He hits pretty hard. So he needs 27... Oh, he does get 2-rounded here, unfortunately. Wow, dodging it. We're going to lose because we fail our hits. Wow, Lex just flopped there pretty hard. He missed a lot of shots last fight. Like, we should have won in 19 damage. He's got 76 HP, so we could kill him in 4 hits. And we missed or got blocked so many attacks. Well, that's really unfortunate. That's another person I have to heal up. Actually, you know what's funny? Healing people up, like, a lot of times I've been like trying to save scum around failed arena runs. Nowadays, though, there's a way to heal everybody in one turn. So, you know. I wonder if that works in the castle. If we just use Claude at the end and just have everyone get healed. Alright, well, that's another one done for now, anyway. We might try again later, but... So... Erin. The reason I didn't send Erin in yet was because I was going to give her the Brave Lance. So who else would want to do arenaing with the Brave Lance first? Is there anyone that's a good candidate for that? Nope, not unless we can get these guys promoted, and they might as well just have the Brave Sword. So it's really hers. Like, you know, when I was talking about giving her the Brave Lance, it's basically because no one else can use it. So, after Finn and Quan leave. So we'll buy first the bravest lance around. And then we shall sell the Thief Sword. I don't think she'll need it. Oh, right, I was going to buy the... Well, she might need some money now, because she's going to... Well, no, if... The thing is, like... If you can clear the arena, I think you make 20,000 gold, give or take. So, losing 20 on the Paragon Band, as long as you can clear the arena, doesn't really matter. There was that Horse Slayer there, so theoretically, if someone got stuck on a Cav unit... There's also an Armor Slayer available, someone's got it. There are sort of ways to get auto crits on some of these hard enemies. Hadn't really considered sending... Like, switching over weapons to kill them, which might have been the way to do it. Alright, now she's got the Power Ring plus the Brave Lance. This should be a pretty solid combo. Unfortunately, she's outsped by some people. But Bravery is just so good. So yeah, she should be totally good with Weapon Triangle. So what I think Erin needs also now is a little bit of speed, because it seems like she's getting attacked first by some people here. And I assume it's just because the Brave Lance slows her down. She'd probably be better with a Brave Sword. But there's some speed. She is pretty fast, honestly. If I can get her promoted, she'd be solid. Alright, so this guy has Adept, so he can be a little bit weird, right? He's fast. We get doubles for sure. Sometimes he'll get a double. Didn't really matter. Weapon Triangle wins. Brave versus Brave by Pegasus Knights. Alright, so who's the better Pegasus? We hit harder. Yeah. We could have had one miss there. We still would have won. So I think she would have had odds to win on that fight. Speed and defense. Oh, she's getting... I mean, she could definitely use some strength. Make no mistake. But she's getting pretty good level ups. I mean, my memory doesn't go back so far. So I don't know if she had bad level ups before. But for today, it's good. She should be pretty good against mages. Like, comparatively, she's got high resistance. So... yeah, no problem there. Strength. Hey, I asked for strength. Thanks. She might have a bit of trouble with Nicias. Yeah. She gets killed in 2 hits. She gets 4 hits, but she's... so she does 15 damage. She needs to hit him, like, a lot. I don't think she wins this one without a Brave Sword. Which I could give her. She also would need to be healed. Do I want to transfer the Brave Sword over? Yeah, I guess I should. And then I'll... well, it's good. We're going to not have a first turn full deployment, I guess. So some of these villages are going to burn a little bit. But I think the map is a little bit smaller. And I think in Chapter 3, I overcommitted on sending everyone out right away, where I could have been a little bit more cautious. So we don't want to waste too much time, but I think... so if we're going to do the Brave Sword... oh, it means I should have... we should have Paragoned with Beowulf first. Before we went to her. Because now... I think if he sells the Brave Sword, he won't be able to buy it back. As well as the Paragon. Well... no, I can sell the Wingslayer. He doesn't need that. Someone should have it, I suppose. Because we're probably going to fight a lot of Pegasus Knights here. Well, we'll see. Maybe he could win the first couple rounds of the arena with the Steel Sword if he has to. But he's going to need the Brave Sword to finish it again. Just like most of our sword units, right? I sure hope this gets her through the arena. Now, in addition, she does need to get healed. So let's use, we'll use Claude last, but we can use, Aideen with her men. That'll be a full heal for sure. I mean, we could probably have, what's it called? I could probably get, what's her name? Sylvia could dance as well. I don't know how dancing works, but you can dance inside the castle. So I do have an option to do another round of healing should we need it. Alright, come on, Erin. You got this. You got this, girl. Brave Swords. She should have a lot better odds. Like, plus 40% plus also the weapon weight difference. Yeah. Yeah, this was the way to go. No doubt about it. Should have done this before... then I wouldn't need to heal her, but... she is an excellent Brave Sword. But the Brave Sword, I think, is, like, pretty much the best weapon in the game for, like, almost every unit. So everybody wants it. It's high demand. She's getting a lot of defense, I gotta say. Alright, can she clear this? Now, the Brave Lance does a little bit more damage, but she's just more accurate and dodgy with the sword, so... she's gonna need some dodges here, I think. Even if the Lance would kill in 1 or 2 less hits, I think this gives her better odds. Oof. She can survive 1 more hit. He's getting a lot of device. She's not dodging these 46s. She got hit 3 in a row at 50-50. That's very unlucky. That was like a 1 in 8 chance to take that many hits. Dang it. Is there any way she wins that fight? Because then that would get her promoted. That's all I was trying to do. I'm gonna... How many people can heal? Raquasis? How good is Raquasis' healing? Where is she? Just a heal staff. She only heals like 20 unless I buy her a different staff. She's got lots of money though. I'd have to like trade the mend over, and I can't do that because Aidine's already taken her turn. She could buy... It's pretty expensive, but she could buy the new one, the Recoverer. Who else would I want to give this to? We've got 3 healers, essentially. We've got Aidine, Claude, and Raquasis is a pseudo healer. Well, she can do anything. She's an everything. Okay, what I'm gonna do is save it because I want to give Erin one more try because I'd love to promote her, but I'm not convinced. Like it really, this is some heavy RNG on whether or not this is even possible. I think it's possible, but like the math is hard to work out. The boss is at level 30, so he gets a 30% chance to block any attack. He can't dodge, and then it's 50-50 to hit Erin. So she should, like, she should survive 3 rounds, but she did not last time. But, like, she can take 2 hits, and then the 3rd one kills her. So normally it should be hit, miss, hit, or something like that. On average, I think she survives to the 4th round. And that should give her, with a Brave Weapon, 1-2 on the first turn, and then with Pursuit 4, and then on second 4 more. And theoretically, like, so that's 10 attacks. She should probably get 14, although she didn't last time. With on average getting 14 attacks, can she kill? I think she should, actually. Because he only dodges 3 out of 10, approximately. And she still does, well, 9 damage. She needs, like, 8 hits or something. I guess out of 14 attacks, he probably blocks 5 on average or so. Also, we just never get the dodge here. Wow. We got 1 dodge. We got not a dodge. Oh, come on, Erin. Oh, man. That's just... Okay, I'm not gonna... That's too much. She could definitely win, but, alright, fine. She's not gonna win with the Paragon Band today. Alright, she's gonna hold on to the Brave Lance, the Power Ring. If she gets a ton of money, maybe we'll do her in the... We'll do a Paragon next chapter again, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, that's fine. She almost made it through. She's still, I think... She should have been the favorite to win, but that's 2 fails in a row, and I'm not going to keep at it much longer. Alright, who's next? We've done Lex, we've done Ira. Jamka, we're going to do a trick with first. We could try Arden. I mean, like, we could give him the Brave Sword and the Paragon Ring. Let's see how he does. Sure. Let's do this. Our final battle for today's episode. Well, like, we're probably going to do, like, 2 episodes of this. We'll do Arden for the lulz right at the end here. It's totally pointless, but... This way, he can pay to repair the Brave Sword, right? I wonder how far he'll make it. He doesn't have Pursuit or anything because I sold his ring. Because he doesn't need it. He's slow and steady, right? And he gets 1 shot or something. Alright, he's gonna get level ups every battle here because he's at such a low level. Anything he can kill, he'll get a level up. He does have a lot of defense, so maybe he'll make it a fair ways. We'll see. He got some speed, and he broke his sword already. Poor Arden. He used up all his money on the sword. This guy, how hard? This guy doesn't hit that hard. 9 damage. Kills him in 5. I think he could win, but he also could easily lose. Yeah, maybe he loses mostly. Needs another dodge. Oh! Right! I always forget. That guy gets Adept. Without Adept, we win automatically, or nearly automatically. It was the Adept that was giving him the better odds. Yeah, okay. I bet you he died. Well, no, the Pegasus doesn't do very much damage. 10 damage per hit. Doesn't look good. He's weapon triangled and he doesn't hit very hard. Alright, it was fun. Nice try, Arden. So we got him to level 12, guys. I don't think he's ever gonna make it to level 20. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think the only way he keeps up in levels is if you like feed him some rings or something. I've heard he's actually kind of decent if you can promote him, but I don't really see it happening. All right, we're gonna end the episode here. We got lots of people to do arena next time, but we've got a bit of a rhythm going, so it shouldn't take too much longer, and then we can get to some actual progression. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll do some more arena puzzling, which I still like it. It's kind of fun, kind of like a management game where you're just arranging who gets what money and what weapons and who can get the most out of it, which is definitely fun in a way. It's different than what a normal Fire Emblem episode would look like, but kind of intersperse them throughout the chapters. It's kind of fun. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.